Hey, if you have been feeling like you're getting really clear, or you know that you've been getting so clear on what it is that you would like to create, if you started to create again, maybe something that you picked back up that you dreamt of or desired to create in the recent past or last year or a few years ago, and you've just recently decided to pick that back up and start to commit to creating it because you feel so inspired, but maybe you're also feeling a little confused some days, and you're feeling uncertain, or you've got this imposter syndrome trying to creep in every now and then, this doubt, or fatigue, feeling tired, or just like maybe you're creating this thing and then you feel like, oh my God, I need to devote my time and my energy, my presence to it on a daily basis. And then you feel tired or uninspired or unmotivated one day, and then you feel bad, or like you're lacking responsibility, okay, and commitment. Then this video is for you, honey, because I'm here to tell you I have been experiencing just these things, especially lately and in the recent past as well. And the thing is that, I have really, over the past year, and especially when I'm feeling these things, these thoughts coming up, like, oh, I'm doubting, oh, am I procrastinating because I'm tired, I've got my bleed and I just want to rest, or like spend some time with my loved ones, or just want to cook, my cozy up, some days. And then other days I'm like, okay, let's go, I'm doing it like this, I'm on my computer, I'm doing it, I'm taking action, it's so clear, things are happening, okay, I'm getting shit done. And the thing is like, I have been utilizing the moon. Okay, the moon has been my guide in terms of my creative expression, because it is, for the past few years really, but especially right now, that these creative ideas that I've had for the past few years are really so clear in terms of how they want to be expressed and presented and shared with the collective, with humanity, okay? But I really have been leaning on the moon as my guide. And what I mean when I say that is that the moon is changing zodiac signs every single 2 to 3 days. And when I pay attention to having the knowledge of, as an astrologer, having the knowledge of what each sign stands for, what is the archetype, how does it relate to humans and the human journey and experience, how does it relate to me and my human journey and my experience, and what are the house system, I'm using the Placidus house system, but what each house stands for, what area of my life is the first house, the second house, the third house, and so on through 12. And understanding that as the moon is moving every 2 to 3 days through the signs, through my houses, there is a particular capacity that I have, in terms of creating. There is a particular thing that is inspiring me, to create. There is a particular way in which that I'm meant to be expressing myself and my creative energy and capacity. And that also means that when the moon is in a certain sign or a certain house for me, that it may not be a day, or 2 days for me to be so creatively expressive in terms of outwardly, like how I am doing right now, talking to you, sharing this video, or sitting on my laptop, dishing out whatever it is that I just decided I want to do with this new project that I'm working on creating. And it may be that there are these periods of, okay, my capacity is rest, and that there's so much inspiration even in the rest, like just allowing that. Right now I'm in the Black Forest, and you know, I'm of course, I'm on my bleed. Like, these days are mostly for me, except for, well, it's the moon is in Leo, which is yesterday, today, and a little tomorrow, meant for me to really be like in my body, in nature, and just present with the slowness, like the slowness of everything around me, how it's moving and how it's matching how I'm feeling in my body on my bleed. And so once the moon is, of course, when I'm leaving here, it's shifting into Libra, and then we have the Libra new moon, and then it will move into Scorpio and so on, Sagittarius. I'm going to be finding myself having so much more inspiration, that's meant to be expressed outwardly in my personal connections and in my creative endeavor and pursuit that I'm focused on and devoted to and committed to right now. Okay, so with that being said, like I said, if you can relate to anything that I've just expressed, if you have been feeling doubtful, if you have been feeling like an imposter because you're like, I want to rest today, or for these 2 days I've been tired, and what happened, I was just so inspired and motivated to like get this done, crack this out, okay? That's because you most likely need to honor where it is that the moon is currently transiting in your natal chart, okay? I will attach in the description box below a link for you to go ahead and check that out for yourself, so you know what I'm talking about and can refer to your personal experience. And I will also be attaching down in the description box below a moon guide that I have just created. It took me 7 months to create this moon guide for myself and for you guys, okay, to be able to use this to support your personal and business creative endeavors and pursuits from a place of intuition, from a place of alignment, and no longer experiencing, or if it comes up, you know what to do with it when it does, burnout, confusion, doubt, imposter syndrome, okay? This moon guide is going to save you so much time and energy and really bring you back into trusting yourself and your body and what it's telling you that you're meant to be devoting your time and your energy and your awareness to on a on a daily basis, day-to-day basis, as I said, because the moon is changing every 2 to 3 days. Okay, so I'm so excited to share more with you here, as it is aligning for me in terms of being guided by the moon and applying exactly what it is that I'm sharing with you here to my own personal experience. And I will continue to share more about my personal experience being guided by the moon as well. And yeah, don't forget to take a look at the moon guide. It is free. I've made it into like a step-by-step, very simple ebook. It also includes a moon prayer and ritual for you to increase your receptivity to the guidance of the moon, which is, by the way, you'll see it in the chart, okay, and we'll talk more about it here too, but impacting your ability to receive in terms of material resources that you desire, money, luxury, yada yada, whatever that might be. This is also being affected by the moon, okay? And your receptivity to being guided by it on a daily basis. So again, description box below for the link to look at your chart and where the moon is currently transiting, as well as the moon guide ebook. And I will see you soon.